Alright, let's go
86.
find the thing. Because I'm assuming he's out and about already.
Probably.
He's out and
Or
about,
he's about
healing
to
our
be in 10 minutes.
friends. Yeah, maybe. But either way, I'm gonna go find him, I guess, because I have to go upstairs. Hey, look! Oh, wow. What? What? Sir, I'm right here.
No, fuck off. I told you I didn't want to kill you if you wanted. Now
Honestly,
you make me mad.
I should have just kept going to see if he would have, like, his AI would have just continued down the stairs. That's a very missed opportunity, and I'm a little sad about it. I'm like
Yeah.
20% sure he's got half a scissor. We're gonna go with
Uh,
that.
he
But
has half a
yes.
scissor, a mask, a demogorgon face, and his name is Knife Beast.
His
He's
name
a
is what?
homunculus. Knife Beast.
Knife
Or Knife
piece.
Monster or whatever.
We
That was what they called him
finally
in the
named
notes when we
him.
first found him, right?
Wait,
No,
what?
wasn't that the name for him in the notes like a long time ago? I think episode 3 or 4. We found notes where they were talking about the knife monster, or the knife beast. That was in like something we read about him,
I think you're
and
right
and
that
then we
it
found
was
out
the
he was
knife beast.
yeah, his name is Knife Beast, and he's a homunculus or something,
I remember
and
the
for some
homunculus
reason also
part.
the Demogorgon,
Yeah. But yes, this is
and also
Plasmacoin. Hello, hello, where we have theories about stuff that we might not figure out tonight because I guess it's the finale?
it might be the finale, yeah.
Uh,
Also, he has a bit of Schrodinger's cat power going on, where he just randomly appears in random sizes and places sometimes. I
yeah.
still can't get over that. That like the fact that no one recognized it. No one said it. It was just for us, the viewers, going.
Right.
Oh,
Okay, let's see. Um, we are, one, not gonna solve this tonight. I am putting money on that. Or not solve this tonight as in our present, but tonight as in their present. Because
so like,
I'm
and
gonna.
we're not doing this in one night. We're doing this in multiple nights, is what you're saying.
Correct, correct. Because I want to
Okay.
talk to these guys since we haven't talked to them or really looked around the house since we found the thing that can actually switch on the accumulator. Um,
Yeah.
so we're gonna do that and see what messed up things these yahoos have to say.
Yeah. I can't wait because some of
What's
them
it
are
say?
fun.
There, I signed it. Where did you sign it?
At
Whatever,
what
okay.
point is it?
At what point is it what?
At what point did you sign it?
I know. Like I
Hey,
thought I was gonna see a big scribble across the book, and there's nothing.
nothing. Hey, remember earlier when you asked how I was doing? I said things are good. Oh, I
Uh,
already read that.
Shuck, you remember it since it was a death or two ago. Yeah, sure.
Aw. Well, things are good.
Uh-huh.
Cool. Awesome. A little too good, man. I have this thing where I feel like I'm constipated. And because I haven't seen Francine in a minute. But we just got here. So I don't know why it's weird that I haven't seen her in a minute. But I also feel like I haven't heard her go up the stairs like she normally does. What do I mean by that? Oh my god, baby. Oh, 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 oh. His nose just starts bleeding.
Oh my god.
I'm fine. Just like shoots up straight. What were we talking about? Oh no, don't tell me I'm going through an ad. Okay, I'm not. Cool.
I'm
That's how
surprised,
things are,
knock on wood, I'm surprised I haven't yet.
right?
He said all this already. No. I
Yeah.
don't care about Pete. I don't care about the
I
plans
know
for
you don't care
tonight.
about Pete. Look, I don't care about Pete either. I just want this eggplant. I mean, both meanings. I'm
Gary?
hungry, and he's cooking eggplant, and I am definitely Pete's boy. I mean, not Pete. Look,
Cliff?
Cliff. Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna. Oh,
Megan,
do a
you said
backflip.
nothing new either. You've said this literally every single night. Get new dialogue.
No, get better games.
Oh, this is new. I signed your copy of Pumbo Cliff.
What?
Thanks, for real. You did a
For
really good
ruining the
job,
plot.
Em. Your paintings are amazing. That one at the end where all the baby critters are riding to school on Pemberton's mom's back made me tear up. You know, like Disturbed's fourth album. But not their second
I
album,
was,
'cause that one is genuinely not as good. I just think it's sweet that kids get to read such a fun book, and when they're older, they'll be nostalgic for the things you drew. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, thanks, big shot. I'm gonna go sell this on eBay for 50 cents. Cliff, what the f? Oh, don't gouge people.
I'm.
Stop, I'm being nice to you. Let me be nice to you. Well, just this once. Talk to you later. Let's go see if Francine's still dead. Before we,
Come on. Can we just play back the fact that he just said, "Let me be nice." I'm leaving. Yep. Bye. Wait, you didn't let me be nice to you.
right? Is this the pyramid Francine threw? What's this doing here? Is that blood? Hope Francine is okay. Yeah, no, I still don't. What's in here now?
Yeah, no, she can
What's all
stay where
this
she is.
shit on the floor?
Um, I don't know. Looks like light moving around and with
Has our
the
car
blocky
always been
shadow.
outside like that?
No, I don't think so. Why does that dog freak me out?
Nah, it freaks me out too, man.
Like, I have
Francine, are you
creepy
in there?
paintings in my house, but that creeps me out more for some reason.
No kidding, you have creepy paintings in your house, man.
Did I tell you we added one to the space between the garage and the
I don't.
basement?
No.
It, it's not
We're
a
gonna
clown. It's
stay in
I mean
here
I mean
and
the other
have an
one is a
epic
tiny clown,
showdown.
but the new one is a ghoul that Logan painted.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
If
he brought it up and I was like, hell yeah.
wait, what the? Oh my God, dude, Zero, do you see this?
What?
Do you see this? There's like this hand on
What
the
am I saying?
ground grabbing
Oh,
shit.
oh, oh! What the hell?
What is that?
I don't know.
Grumps,
Oh,
why?
that is
Uh,
um
uh,
is
I'm
that an
glad I
Easter?
stayed in here. I don't know what the
Ah,
hell
that
that was supposed to do, but I'm glad I stayed in here. We're gonna have an epic showdown with the knife beast. As soon as he pops out of there, I'm gonna run and attempt to tackle him.
I'm not gonna lie, that hand literally put like goosebumps up my back and made me look under the futon I'm sitting on.
No, that's
I'm
fair.
like, that is do I do not like.
No, that just means we gotta come up here the next round and figure out what he grabbed. What
Yeah,
the
figure out
and
what he grabbed, and also when he starts moving in general. Like,
uh
is that the first time he moved?
yeah, I've literally never seen that before. And that leads me to believe uh this is another hallucination. Is this another hallucination, or is that literally a real thing?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
That
cuz
is a
like
very good
when I
question.
walked into that other room, I half Oh, the power's not even out yet.
Oh, hey, look, he came out. We finally get to see him come out of that painting. Wait, why
Yeah.
is he going back? What if he like
Bed monster,
gets
grab
attacked by
him.
something? Yeah, I was about to say, what if he gets grabbed by that monster under the bed? That'd be crazy.
Right.
Oh no, there's a monster down here. Ah, it's stabbing me in the I say, why do you gotta make everything weird, baby? Why do you, oh, God, just listen to the story, man. Just listen to the story. We'll make peace.
So he comes at around 9, which means I gotta figure shit out in the basement first, and
Mm-hmm.
then come up to the question bloges. Well, I should probably figure out the question bloges first, then the
Question
basement.
blade.
No, no. Yeah, then probably the basement, and then come up here to ah the man, the lightning rod. That's gonna be
Yeah.
the worst one. Something's
Probs.
glowing over here. What in the shit is glowing?
I
Do you
don't
see that
know.
green thing? I want
I
it.
do see it.
I want
What if you touch it and it's like a anglerfish thing? Oh, what the
it. A
is
given
it?
power box. Computer is on an uninterrupted power supply. Why did we not know that? Yo, but okay,
I, uh,
what's the thing under the bed? God damn it!
yeah.
These controls! Alright. Where is he? Hey.
Time to
Hey.
go tackle.
Yeah. Give me what I want! Give me
What if
the
he just
death
started running
I
from you?
have!
He's just like, no, I don't want to do it if he wants it.
Oh, poor Gary.
Just kill me.
It's
No.
Gary. He's dead. Yo. Okay. Hey, yo. Gimme. I tackled you.
uh,
But I fell into the knife. That's how I'm gonna spin the story. Okay.
How do you like my knife attacking chest maneuver?
Ah.
Your knife is now bloody and it will rust, taking severe damage.
Only to die
Hey,
at the
Emily!
finish.
So close to the end, only to die at the finish line again. Oh, but you've got this, buddy. Don't forget, there's a shortcut to the atrium that'll make your life a lot easier. And by the way, if you find Goofy, tell him we're square. I heard he became the ninth booty warrior, and I ain't with
There
that.
is a
Oh,
shortcut to the atrium. I forgot about the elevator. Oh.
yeah, and seriously, don't tell Goofy where I'm at. Bye. Oh yeah, just to let you know, the mount generator, an 18 generator in one go. But remember, you gotta not tell Goofy where the hell I am.
Uh, sure. Sure,
Explain that
psychotic
bit, by the
Mickey.
way.
What?
To explain that bit, by the way, there's a series of videos. I don't know if I sent it to you or showed you any of them yet, but there's a series of videos called Kratos has had enough, and that guy has went on to create a whole bunch of like random animations of video game characters doing and anime characters doing silly shit.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite
Crazy
series
horse.
is Yujiro Versus,
Uh
where
huh.
um, Yujiro takes on the personification of a booty warrior. You know, Fleece Johnson, Boondocks Booty Warrior,
Yeah.
and Yujiro from Baki goes around to all the villains of every anime and video game universe, and he's just like, "Hey there, I'm about to take you to Pound Town, and there's nothing you can do about it." And the enemies are always like, "Excuse me, what did you say?" And he's just like, "Oh, you thought you could murder millions of people and get away with it? No, no, no." and and he made Gojo recently the 10th booty warrior.
Oh.
He just released a video saying that Kratos was the third. And in one video recently, he went up to Mephisto from the Marvel Universe with Goofy and said, eight, this is the ninth booty warrior, Goofy." And Goofy went ham.
Oh.
Yeah,
Goofy
so
doesn't
that's
like being a big booty
that's the whole.
warrior? Nope.
Oh no,
Mm,
Goofy loves being a beauty one. That's what makes them scary.
I see.
Uh, I, I um
Eh.
I think my favorite one had to be either Yujiro versus Thanos or Blackbeard.
They did Blackbeard?
Oh yeah, they did Blackbeard. They did Aaron Yujiro versus Aaron Yeager versus Blackbeard versus Sukuna versus who was it? Oh,
What did I
Homeland.
f it up? I
That
f
was
it up. What did I
hilarious.
do?
You it up.
How?
Sorry. Um, accidentally.
How?
Yeah, I think the content creator's name is Super Xavier. I don't know. He does a bunch of YouTube shows. Very fun. But I don't know how. I'd actually never understood how you did this one because I don't know. I don't even know like what the controls you're doing to make it move do.
Okay,
Or I don't know
well,
if
I
that
guess
made
we're gonna
sense, but
try
I
to
was
resolve
trying
the
really
poo
hard.
puzzle. So, like, essentially, I have to get it so that it's 62 psi. And the way I move it, um, what's it? I've come to the realization that I am not going to solve the poop puzzle tonight, which means I'm going to die, which is fine. Because I haven't done this puzzle in ages, which means I'll probably need to do the lightning rod puzzle again before I do anything else, which is fine because that puzzle sucked. Um, but essentially, so let's see, let's try this. So if I hit the button on the left, um, that moves a little notch all the way up on the very left pipe. Oh fuck, how did I do this? And then this, like straight up, how did I do this? This is what this looks like. Oh my god, do I have to do both the bathroom poo puzzle and the other poo puzzle in order to do this? I can't imagine that's what I have to do. Why am I so stupid?
It's just like been a week,
It,
and you've had some shit going on.
yeah, but that doesn't explain why this poo puzzle that I'm looking at, which is the same one as the one I'm staring at here, is incorrect. Well,
It says 82 instead of 62.
yeah,
Or it says 86. My bad.
and it's okay. Alright, let's go find
86.
the thing. Because I'm assuming he's out and about already.
Probably.
He's out and
Or
about
he's about
killing
to
our
be in 10
friends.
minutes.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, I'm gonna go find him, I guess, because I have to go upstairs. Hey, look! Oh, wow! What? What? Sir, I'm right here.
No, off. I told you I didn't want to kill you if you wanted. Now
Honestly,
you make me mad.
I should have just kept going to see if he would have, like, his AI would have just continued down the stairs. That's a very missed opportunity, and I'm a little sad about it.
It's okay. We'll definitely have more opportunities.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go upstairs to the bathroom poo puzzle, which is probably not going to help me. Um, interact. Okay. Bathroom poop puzzle. Wait, but 62 psi. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes.
Oh,
I don't know. 1, 2.
3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh,
12.
11, 12. Oh my god. Oh my god, a core memory has been unleashed.
I think about that more often than I probably should admit.
Speaking of thinking of things more often than I should probably admit, I don't know if you were a part of this, um, but Teal and a couple other people pointed out to me because I often talk about it.
Uh huh.
But the whole question of how often do you think about the Holy Roman Empire?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that feels like a question attacking me. it's like every day. And I don't know why.
I have
I,
heard
I
about
mean, I
that
do.
question recently.
I
Okay, let's see if that did
do.
something.
I'm a history nerd, but I didn't know it was such a popular thing.
Yeah, especially
Although it makes,
recently. I think it's a TikTok thing.
yeah, I think it makes sense though because I think it is the number one like it's like their favorite pick for historians and mythologists. And I mean, shit, it's still some of those Greek gods are still brands.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this did anything.
Like, did you know? Do you know how many things
Oh, I
are
think it did.
Hermes?
A lot.
Like, yeah, a lot. A lot of things in the modern day that we use in reference are Hermes related. there's there's a lot of
Run, Emily, run!
oh, she's got this. Look at her go.
Okay. Now we gotta go up to the... This is where we're probably actually gonna need to hide from the homunculus. Because, like, he comes out a lot sooner. And if we want to get anywhere close to the lightning rod, like, we actually have to be a little skilled. Much like in FNAF, where where you were very skilled.
I don't remember that part.
You were
I just
very
remember
skilled
me
at
getting
hiding
frustrated a lot.
and, like,
I got
maneuvering
lucky.
places.
I got lucky a lot. It was a whole lot of me just like really chancing whether or not they would turn around at a specific point. There were some areas though that actually did have pretty decent pathfinding to take advantage of, but
Mm-hmm.
otherwise it was a shit show. Like
Yeah.
especially if any of the animatronics were around in any way, like it felt like I had to depend on like Jesus and anime to get me through some of those parts.
Which, oh my god, speaking of FNAF, MatPat is putting out his final batch of FNAF theories. And oh my god,
Yeah,
when
I
I
saw
tell
the.
you I got so salty with his take on FNAF Security Breach being a good game and that people would enjoy watching Steel Wool Studios and how they progress because Security Breach was such a good
What?
game. And I'm just like, oh.
What? What?
Exactly, and I'm
Is
just
he?
like, we had a completely different experience, MatPat.
Yeah, maybe because like he had. Maybe it's because he's just happy to not be in a small office with it anymore, or the fact that like he genuinely had fun diving into the lore of it all the time. Maybe like I hope I hope he did. I genuinely hope he actually did have fun with it. But like maybe that's why he enjoyed it. Because otherwise, I just imagine that he's not allowed to say shit about it because he was in the movie.
No, I can actually see that.
Oh, you died.
I did. The vents are gonna be my undoing. The steam vents are genuinely gonna be my undoing.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. They just were. It did just happen.
And like
Am I about to say the
that
same
was
thing?
the whole issue I
Hey, buddy,
had this entire time.
you holding up okay? Oh,
Uh,
I hate seeing this
no,
happen to you
Pete.
over and over again, but I believe in you. By the way, Francine's being a huge bitch.
Where is she?
Don't worry about it. And remember,
Seriously.
don't tell Goofy shit. Don't ask about her. Or go to my shed. Do not go to my shed. No. You know,
Hey, hey,
hey, don't look at my shed.
hey.
Yes. I, I already told you this stuff. I got it back in the character. It took me a while. Well, I've been dead for a while, and it's kind of pissing me off to watch you like be alive after dying. Cause I, am I here for? Oh, this is some bullshit. Why does Cliff get to come back? That gives no.
uh, thanks, Pete. You're a gem.
Yeah, you're damn right I'm a gem. I'm gonna go tell Francine she's a huge bitch. I don't know why I just made Pete lose his mind there.
I mean, you did.
I just, as soon as I thought about the fact that he does get to see this happen to you over and over again, all I could think is, I wonder if he's pissed. And I just ran with it.
Uh, probably, honestly.
Just imagine, like, you die once, and you're like, well, I guess that's that. And then you just watch your friends live over and over again, and you're like, why do they get extra lives? How many Goombas did they kill? It's not my fault I didn't eat
I didn't
acorns
meet the
or whatever the fuck,
quota.
walnuts. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't kill any turtles.
The
God, don't
turtles.
take that out of context. No turtles.
Aww.
I like your turtle. I like Speedy. Speedy is a funny one.
Speedy. She's, interesting. Let's see now. Give me. What
For me
is
only.
the. Um, shoot. 8712.
It's so weird that I'm just I don't know. We've been filling the space so well that I haven't really noticed that I don't hear the game volume. And now that like we took a moment of silence, my brain was inserting the like turning noises of a ratchet every time you.
Really? Oh
Yeah, and I
my
was just
god,
like,
that's
wow,
actually great though.
my
That's.
brain is such an overactive place.
Honestly, like every now and again, my brain tries to fill the space too. Let's see. Finally hitting through. Let's see. Then we
What was
go
it?
to the
Oh,
boo
I
puzzle.
because we haven't brought it up yet. So gonna talk about One Piece a little bit. And it's like a staple now. But
I mean, it's
I
true,
was
yeah.
watching this. Yeah, I was watching this YouTuber called Melon T talk
Gary,
about
get out of my way.
well, she talks about all the Straw Hats, and she does like an awesome video on Traffic Car and Doflamingo.
Oh, dude, no, I
And
I love her videos. Like they're so good. Gary, I hope
yes,
you're not pooping.
and I loved how in Blick's video she brought up that Luffy is the kind of person who needs sound, needs things to fill in the silence.
Yeah.
And I was just like, huh, I never really thought of it like that. He really did. And, like I went back and looked, and he really did always say to every single situation, "I want to have a musician more than anything." And I'm like, oh my god, I never realized how much Luffy doesn't like quiet.
Yeah,
And
'cause he
it
doesn't
makes
like
sense
being
because he's a
alone.
crackhead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he always wants to have something festive going on, and yeah, he doesn't like being alone.
I mean, if you're not looking at it that deeply, then yes, he's a crackhead. But yeah, yeah. I haven't watched the Luffy video yet. I've their video on Sanji is really good, and I watched the video on Trafalgar. Well, not really Trafalgar, because it was more about trauma than it was about law, and I really liked that video. Like that one was good. Honestly, I've been excuse me. I've been getting really into the One Piece dissection videos lately. Like those are really good. Okay, now we just gotta get it before 9:30. Which means now we gotta do 30. Oh, we gotta go through the vents. Thankfully, I have the walkthrough for how to get through the vents pulled up.
I
So.
don't know what the just happened.
Oh, did your sound die?
No, my headphones just ran. My call just randomly was like, "You are not here anymore."
Gary, get out of here.
Um, where the is
Oh
that?
no! Oh
What
no,
the
the game
hell?
froze. Oh, there he is. That's why.
Oh,
God damn it.
why did it freeze?
Um,
Oh, because
okay.
he's out there.
Well, kill me now.
Kill me now, right now, stab me.
So if I can get through that door and down the stairs, I can at least get into the vents. Okay. Okay.
You got this.
I'm getting faster at it. Like I know how I can get faster. It's
See,
just Emily's like Baymax. She is not fast. She's not a fast character. And if my enemy right now is time, that's not great.
yeah, like it also doesn't help that every now and again she just stops and fist bumps the wall, goes by. Like ever since the glitch started, you know.
Yeah. She just gotta have something to fist bump. And I respect that. Okay. We don't need to stay here for that. We know that it's activated. Now we run downstairs.
So, so by the way, other speaking of other manga, no one was talking about it, but I'm saying that. um, is it true that My Hero actually finished?
No. It's very close though. Like everybody's speculating within the next couple of chapters. Um,
Okay. I did hear that something that I was hoping wouldn't happen started happening towards the end, but at the same time, I heard it's fucking awesome.
oh, dude, it's so good. Like if it's what I'm thinking it is,
Uh,
like it's honestly really good. It's a little like it can be cringe in my opinion, but like it's actually real. The way Horikoshi did it is really good. But like,
okay. Like what I've been hearing is like it's action packed and really really cool. But it gets the thing I've been hearing a lot is that it's a little too power friendshipy.
yes, it's very shonen protagonist.
Uh,
It's very shonen stereotype, And like it's unfortunate that it went that road, but the way it was written is really good.
Yeah, well, like when I think about it, My Hero, like it did get dark, but it was definitely always a light series, and they can't all be like um a certain other manga series that's pretty fresh and new in the anime world. Demon Slayer.
Right.
I can't remember. Do you know how that goes? How that ends?
Do I know what?
How Demon Slayer ends?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what I mean. Like I couldn't expect MHA to have the darker kind of ending where yeah, like teamwork did the trick, but it came with cost, like great cost.
Yeah.
I couldn't see MHA letting itself have that kind of cost. I know it sounds really weird to say considering a lot of heroes have died on the way,
But they
but
were no-name
I,
heroes.
they were no-name heroes or they were like one chapter. None of them were, as far as I'm currently aware of, none of them were classmates. None of them. Only Midnight was a teacher,
Yeah.
and everybody else like that we know and got to know and cared for made it. And it's like okay. So Neji and all the fathers of Konoha. That's what that was then.
Pretty much.
Because that's all who died in Naruto at the end too. Is just
Wait, really?
you had one. Yeah, by the end of Naruto Shippuden, in regular Naruto, Hiruzen, the third Hokage, is the only one. He dies on the good guy's side, and the I think his name's Hayabusa, the dude that the Sand Shinobi kill from the third Proctor exam, like he's that
Oh
guy that
yeah.
everyone got to know and love. They were the only like real deaths from the Leaf Village in the first season, or in the like pre-time skip, and then post-time skip you had Asuna, you had um shit, what was their name?
Okay. Pause and
It's like it's taking me this long to think about it. Is what I'm saying. Like you had Asuna,
yeah, like it
you
doesn't really
had
matter.
Neji, and then after Neji, between Asuna and Neji, you just had Ino Shikamaru's dad, along with anyone else that was at the command center when the Ten Tails blew it up. Like, oh no, characters we totally knew. And like Neji was sad, but it's like, oh, and Jiraiya, we lost Jiraiya and Itachi, but
I hope I didn't see the.
but it's like that's so few for the amount of extraordinarily violence that was going on all around. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
and
And the
the
same
same
could be
thing,
said for My Hero.
yeah, and it makes more sense in My Hero because again, like they premise that way more as like hero hero student, a bunch of kids getting
Yeah.
forced into this like kind of world, and it makes sense that the hype up in darkness happened. Um, And if it were any other animation style, or if the themes weren't what they were, I probably would complain more about the lack of like finality in certain things. Like I
Mhm.
still get a little like salty about the fact that Bakugo somehow got back up. Like,
Yeah. Spoilers. Um.
yeah,
I mean, it's been over a year, but if you don't read the manga,
yeah. Um, it's just like how like why that that feels weird. But then
or Ed
again, I
Shot.
love One Piece. Yeah, yeah. And shot came back for it? What?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm losing valuable
Okay, not
time. No.
uh,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
know what? I love One Piece, and not a lot of people die in One Piece either. Okay, a lot of people die in One Piece, but it's not
Horikoshi
usually
has
people that
reason
die.
for that, or not Horikoshi. Oda has reason for that though. Like he literally explains that he wants it to be a
Luffy
big
doesn't care.
party, and you can't have a big party if people are mourning. Like that was his genuine reasoning, and I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I can accept this.
He also stated that Luffy doesn't kill his opponents because leaving them basically to live that knowing that their dream is dead behind Luffy's shoes is enough.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? For how many people were salty with Whitebeard and Roger for being second place or second fiddle feeling, it makes sense. Like, it does make sense with the world, with the two legends that he built up with before Luffy.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty true.
people still die. Like the bad guys kill an unfortunate amount of people.
Yeah, and
Um,
Ace when you get down to it.
yeah, and Ace, and man, and like I'm happy that, especially in the spots that I'm in, some of the characters are starting to really act like, you know what, we're putting you down. Like, if you if you get back up after this, it's because you're lucky time too. Um, shit.
Speaking of anime, though, I I mentioned last week how that one guy and I were watching the live action Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Fathom recommended to me that I should really watch the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Mm.
Solely because, and I quote, I have a lot of feelings and I need someone who has also seen the original to see it and talk about it with me. And I'm like, oh, this can't be good. And I'm on the last episode. It's, I will say, it's not the same sort of. You have to,
Yeah.
everybody says look at it, and this is what you should do with all live actions, is to try to separate as best you can from the source material. But this is something that really needs to be separated from the source material.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God damn it.
Shame.
And I mean, they make changes. The changes are both good and bad. Like the big thing that I think I was the most excited for is more Fire Nation. And that should be pretty obvious because of
Yeah.
who I am as a person. Um, but some of the changes, one of the ones I hated the most had to do with Boomy in his personality and essentially
Oh
all of
no.
Omashu. Yeah. But
No,
oh gosh,
not
fuck. What am I
Boomy.
stuck on?
Why Boomy though? Why they gotta do Boomy dirty of all the characters?
They did, and
I
it
mean,
made
any of the characters, most of the characters I'd be like, about, but Boomy.
yeah, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. Um, like it, and they also kind of ruined the Tale of Two Lovers, which I was a little sad about. They did, however, have
Wait,
Secret
they
Tunnel
wait,
in
they
there.
what?
What? The Cave of Two
They redid
Lovers?
it. Oh, I know why they did that.
Yeah, like it makes
Because it helps
sense.
Korra make sense.
Well, yes and no. Um, I'm only keeping it paused right now, so I can explain this. So, just so I can focus a little more on the vents. But the reason why they did it is because the show itself feels rushed, and it is a little more
Mm,
rushed despite having more time. runtime than the first season, but they're changing a lot, and they actually give more backstory to the air nomads, which is really cool. And Monkeyatso has a bigger part, which I honestly thought was really well done. I like how they did Monkeyatso, but they they changed because it felt so rushed, and like the characters themselves are a little different. They didn't want to rush into Aang and Katara's thing,
Yeah.
and they wanted it to feel more natural. But where I'm at right now, I'm honestly really upset because like Aang was 100% like all for his friends, all like really supportive with everything, and he's just kind of not that right now. I highly suggest you watch it and make your own opinion on it, Zero. Um, Solely because you also really like Avatar, and I feel like you'll have a lot of things to say about it, both good and bad, but to this day, One Piece live action is still the best one. Like,
Like,
it's still really, really good.
oh, okay, okay. Like One Piece live action is still the best one. You said
Oh yeah, One
my
Piece live
brain
action
was
is
like,
still the best one.
I thought you said for some reason my brain was like Avatar the live action is still the best one, and I was like, which one? And my brain had like a short circuit for a second,
No, I
and
just
then I
barely
realized what you actually
missed it.
said.
The door shut on me. Damn it.
No.
Aw, I just want to get through the vents. But yeah, the Avatar one, if I had to rank them, it would be One Piece, Yu Yu Hakusho, just because the way they do it differently is really, really good. And then it would be Avatar. Because the changes that they made were honestly like pretty alright. I like the backstory they added where they did. Um, Boomy, Boomy was an absolute travesty. I hated that. Uh, um,
Oh,
and
I'm
trust
not
me,
looking
you will
forward to
too.
that part.
You will too. Um, but it there are just certain things that even though I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, you just can't look past.
Yeah,
And one of them, in addition to Boomy, I'm gonna hold to that. Um, they're very much like. Do you remember the Mechanist's son?
yeah.
He,
What they do with him?
um, they didn't really do too much, but he's very much like for the war and for fighting, and I don't remember that at all about him. And a lot of what's going on in Avatar is very much like war based. Like everyone should be fighting, everyone should be blah 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 blah. The war, which fine and fair. They're in the middle of a war, but in like the way the writers chose to write this, they want to talk more about how the nations are affected by the war. Fine, but in my opinion, that's not what Avatar was about. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
they
no.
were affected by the war, but like a lot of it had to do with the balance between like the machine and nature, and that was a big part of what the Fire Nation was. Is they were machines, and the Fire Lord's whole thing was we're going through a prosperous time. We should share this prosperity with the world, and that was his guise for going to war with the other nations was not just to share the prosperity, but share the glory of the Fire Nation. And like
Yeah.
they barely touch on that. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. They
Yeah.
they talk about that a lot, actually, like the glory of the Fire Nation, but they don't talk about like the actual earthly elements too much. Like they go into the spirit world, like they do, but
Yeah,
they don't touch on the actual like how the bending connects with nature as much, and that's to me was really important with the original show.
yeah. Um,
Like they talk about the
like another
spirituality
thing.
of bending, but at least from what I'm getting from it right now, I may have to give it another rewatch. Not anytime soon, obviously, but I gotta get
Yeah.
through our Mexican anime that we just found.
When it comes to Avatar, like the one thing that I think is really important is that, like, yes, the show in general did touch upon like how people were affected, but it was never something that had to be talked about.
Mhm.
Unlike Legend of Korra, where there are moments where they talk about Kuvira doing things bad, but they never actually show it. You
Yeah.
just see the effects of the Fire Nation doing what they do. You see a village where a kid like loses his father, and instead of telling us what specifically the Fire Nation does, we get to see them go to the prison and see what the Earthbenders are being made to do. That they're out in the middle of the ocean, that they are oppressed, and the whole like uh, what it what the bigger message in terms of like the war itself was just straight up. Yeah, like kind of like what you're saying. They wanted to spread quote unquote the glory of the Fire Nation, uh, but it was really like a fascist
Hmm.
dictator king type deal. Just basically being using that as an excuse to colonize, to destroy, to wipe out, and in a way like it could be viewed as a prejudice thing or a racist thing because everyone from the Fire Nation was taught that they were bigger and better than anyone else, and that they are the ones that aren't helping them, like the Earthbenders, are savages.
Yep.
They're all idiots. And meanwhile, everyone else is dealing with it in their own ways. And it's not so much the whole like effects of the war at that point. It's the effects of that inner city. Bossing say it should never be about how the effects of the war affect Bossing say because
Yeah.
Bossing there is no war inside Bossing say. It's fucking it was what made Avatar overall such a good show is that um, we could go on and on about the major themes because it felt like uh, similar to One Piece, the entire world felt alive, and people were constantly like dealing with the consequences of actions, like something that the um, like something that Sokka did with that air with the people at the air temple. He made a sketch. The Fire Nation found it. They made the war balloons. Uh, at that point, it goes back to how technology can go from a good thing on one person's hand to a very awful thing in another person's hand.
Yep.
And
Sokka actually
and the
touches
kid
on
that
that, which I thought
yeah,
was
and
really
it's like
cool in this.
that's good. I'm trying to remember if that kid. I know the kid wanted to fight the moment that the Fire Nation showed up,
Yeah.
but as far as he was concerned in the initial show, I think he was fine with just living peacefully because he didn't know his dad was making dealings with the Fire Nation
Yep.
to keep the peace. And the second he found out, then he was like, "We should totally their shit up, bro." uh, oh man, I love that series. They did so much right, and they leaned into the strengths that they were writing with. They could have like made guitar and Aang a much more prominent thing, but they made it feel like, hey, it's there. but this is not the time. Like they made sure to say that. Not they would have been able to make cute couple banter during the show. Doesn't matter because we have the setting and we have Sokka who still worries about that. But even then, him and whoever he talks to at any given point is heavily aware of the situations they're in. And same can be said for Zuko and Mai. Like, oh god, they do relationships. They got world building. They got everything.
Not to mention the art style. Like, oh my god. The big thing I noticed with this is that, like, yeah, I noticed this with a lot of live action. And you get this with a lot of critiques, is that you can't do what animation can do in a live action series.
No.
Like, the fights, like, they are these big over the top fights, and they just feel less than. And is that the series fault? No. um because they actually, like, choreograph some of these fights very, very similarly to what the actual, like, they stay true to the actual fights that are in the animation, but it's just because they're not animated and they have to cut to certain people and to certain things in order to change the frames on, like,
Hmm.
the
Like you
actual.
can't.
Go on.
I was just gonna say like to situate what you're saying. Think about if you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho, I'll give a more modern example in a second.
Yeah.
A camera can't show a punch from a live action Yusuke's arm coming out, stretching, bending in a weird way, connecting with the face, and that face warping around the fist to the like without looking insanely goofy. That only works in animation, and because like for one, cameras just can't move the way that they can, like that a drawing can, or a frame of animation to a next. If they did, we'd probably hurt people with cameras a lot. And not only
Yeah.
that, right, I think the smallest detail, which is also one of the biggest details in both anime and so like, um, if you ever really want to know how impossible it truly is to get a perfect live action anime adaptation, just think about an anime eye and all it can do, and then think about the human eye. Think about, and not even like the goofy things that happen. Think about how, like, um, someone like Luffy can have small dot eyes, and then when he gets mad, they get like a ring around them, and everything about the face around the eyeball gets intense, a vein pops. You can't get that in a human face. If you you also can't have the immense kind of destruction that you can see without $1 million budgets. Like you can't
Mhm.
get. That's why it takes something as big as Disney or Marvel in order to make something that crazy look as good as it does. It takes a lot of animators, special effects users to make that kind of shit happen in live action. And while animation isn't cheap by any means, a single episode of any anime, especially these days, I can imagine this price is much higher now for things like JJK or Chainsaw Man. But an average animation episode of any kind of animation, anime or otherwise, roughly around $2 to $3 million, just an episode.
Yeah.
And and that wouldn't even cover like 2 minutes of fucking anime, that kind of level of CG happening in live action because of everything they have to use between green screens, all the people that make the effects. It's just, and it all can be said with just an eye. you can't you can't display all the things that an anime eye can with a
It's
human eye.
true.
And if you can't do something that simple, then everything dynamic that is bigger is going to be that much more impossible. And so, to the people who made the One Piece live action, holy shit, I can't believe they did it as well as they did.
Yeah, like
Um,
that. Uh, One Piece was the one I
I think,
thought would fail out of all the
yeah,
batch that was coming out.
but I think One Piece, the live action, kind of did something that I think Castlevania, the animation, did. When going from one type of media to another, it's important to figure out what you can fill in and what you can get away with. In Castlevania, the games weren't heavy dialogue, especially the early games, where the original main characters, Trevor, Alucard, and Sypha, when they first made an appearance in the games, there wasn't a lot of dialogue. So they had the opportunity to make the dialogue, to make it whatever the they wanted, and they could, because there wasn't a lot of characters, they could just fill in these characters, and they used that, and they used the uh, grandiousness of Dracula and how crazy good of a villain he was, and they're like, let's run with that entirely and just give him a character. Let's do that, and everyone fucking loved it. And I think One Piece, the live action, found what wasn't there in terms of like, and rather than looking at what wasn't there in the anime, they looked at what couldn't be there in live action and said, let's make do with what we got, not worry about what we can't. And how do
Yep.
we make up for the rest? Let's involve murder. Let's make, and goddamn did that. I'm not gonna lie, having One Piece have consequence that early on made me forgive a lot of shit.
Honestly, yeah.
Cause people surviving Alvida's club doesn't really seem like I can suspend my disbelief in a live action setting.
Exactly.
Or Zoro. Zoro entirely in a live action setting could not work if they didn't allow the violence. And that was one of those things that they filled in with. They're like, okay, One Piece, it has the opportunity to be violent, it doesn't that much. Let's fucking change that.
That was one of the things I actually really liked about the live action Avatar is that like in addition to more Fire Nation backstory, you literally get to see them murder all of the airbenders. Like, there's one scene in particular I remember. One of the Fire Nation soldiers just shoots a big ass fireball at an airbender who's like flying in the sky, and immediately this airbender just drops. And I'm like, oh, this is what we're dealing with. And it kind of set the tone for the battle. Like the battles later in the show.
Uh, Speaking of Fire Nation, Avatar battles, I've been seeing a lot of people do this thing where they're saying like which nation was the weakest, and everyone's saying air. Do they
No!
not realize what Gyatso did when he during Sozin's comet? How many of those motherfuckers were dead, and he was the only air nomad in the room? No, they were not weak. They had morals, and
Exactly.
they
Not
died on
even
them.
that, though. They, like, you're not even
They wanted
thinking
to.
about Korra. Like, how what's his face, like, murdered the Earth Queen?
Oh no,
Literally
that's
sucking
kind of
all
what
the air
everyone
out of
thinks.
her body.
That's the big theory as to how Gyatso killed all those Fire Nation soldiers. Everyone thinks that he just vacated all the air and killed them because none of them had battle damage. He
Yeah,
didn't have battle damage, and so working theory is that he killed himself and all of them.
it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest.
Yeah, and I like the Air Nation. The fact that that wasn't even something Zahir came up with. That was something that an Air Nomad came up with. Like that they have their techniques. They can, but they just don't want to.
It would
They're
not
not that
surprise
kind of
me in the
people.
slightest. Like, if that
Yeah,
was how that played out. Like,
it's just like uh uh uh. I think it's the Water Nation because they bought specifically the Northern Water Nation because they on their home turf, surrounded by water,
oh yeah.
and it's just like I don't even care if you had the full moon or not. That should have been a win, and they held themselves back because sexism. That's it. Oh man, God damn it, that shit. I could talk about Avatar the way I talk about One Piece. I could do it for hours and days.
Honestly, me too. Avatar, I say Full Metal Alchemist is my favorite series, but the reality is it's Avatar. It's always going to be Avatar.
They just did. They like struck gold with that story, and I don't know. It was just almost every scene that I've ever found in Avatar to be distasteful ended up leading to something like it didn't. Nothing ever felt wasted. Like silly moments never felt wasted because
No, all the
it was the
characters were so
because all
good.
yeah, and like the silly moments made sense because at the end of the day they were a bunch of teenagers, and like Aang wasn't even a teenager during the story. He was 12, and and so was Toph. Toph and Aang weren't even full on teenagers yet, and it made sense that they would have silly moments every now and again. It showed us how they coped. It showed us what kind of people they were. Oh God, what's up, Emily? I hate seeing this happen to you all the time,
Shut
but you
up,
know maybe
Pete.
we could switch places. Okay, and
If these gas tunnels
like
didn't exist, we would have been done.
right.
The fact that I have
Uh,
to go through these goddamn gas chambers again. Ugh.
I think
Thankfully, we still
another
have a
like
half hour left.
I I think one of my favorite things about Avatar, though, out of everything, is that characters made no character ever really acted out of character, and when they did without a written reason,
Yeah.
like no one just randomly came up with the case of stupid out of nowhere. And when people were stupid, they were kind of like consistently stupid, like Zhao.
Or like Sokka and Aang, when the two of them were together, they're like consistently stupid, and not in like a bad way, but in like a funny way. Like the
Like a
moment in
Usopp and Luffy,
particular,
man.
yes. The moment in particular I'm thinking of is specifically when they're trying to get Katara and Toph to make up, and they both forget that Toph is blind and doesn't know how to write.
Yeah, they fucking give Katara the letter.
Yeah, like
Oh,
the good thing about all of these live actions happening is that it makes things more accessible and it makes people curious about the source. And
mm-mm.
I will never knock on a live action for doing that. I'll knock on a live action for being bad, but not for getting people to look at the source material.
What's
I
going
don't
on?
know what all that noise is. If it's gunshots.
Hi, Teal.
I need to go.
Okie dokie. See, so that was Zero. I hope everything is okay with them. We are going to try to figure this out. If I go silent for a little bit, you haven't lost me in way of sound. It, oops, it means I'm going to try to figure out the gas chambers, because the gas chambers is going to be the most tricky part. But yeah, like I was saying, I will never fault anybody finding the source material through a live action. I have gotten, I will say this, I've gotten a lot better about that. Back in the day, I used to be really bad about, I'm very passionate about music. In addition to anime, I am also very passionate about music, which is why the AVBs kind of are what they are, in some way, because we all are kind of passionate about that as well. So this gives us a platform to talk about music. Back when Guitar Hero was a thing, and I will probably mention this again when we talk about, Guitar Hero and Rock Band. But back when those were coming out, I would get a little salty when people would say they found this song through Rock Band or Guitar Hero, and I'm like, really? That's where you found it? You could find this in like 50 other places because like this music is so good. When in reality, some people, and this was me being an ignorant like high schooler that I can uh admit to, um there were a lot of people that didn't uh, brain. Um there were a lot of songs on both Rock Band and Guitar Hero that some people have never had the chance to listen to. Even I found new songs through some of Guitar Hero's DLC. And I say, even I found like I'm a hipster. No. I mean that in the way of I put, I nut up or shut up and found music through that. So I humbled myself pretty quickly. But yes, if I go silent here, it's because I'm attempting to concentrate. We gonna figure this out, friends. We gonna figure this out. And we're gonna we're gonna use, even though Zero's not here, we're going to use his psychic schlong so that we can navigate our way through the gas. 'Cause I would absolutely love to beat this today in the last half hour when we said we'd have this done. Because I'd love to get back to playing Undertale and getting my ass kicked in Undertale. That's a thing. Yeah, because Undertale, I think we're... Are we at the king? Are we at the king? Will be sick next. Run straight across the hall. Yellow will be sick next. Until yellow is safe. Yellow light is off. Oh. We gonna... Yellow light's gonna be off. Yes, this next one, yellow light will be off. And then we run all the way. We gotta sprint all the way down here. Oh, damn it. Well, there's that. Poop skis. So I guess instead enter, we'll try going up the yellow thing and hope I can get through this. Hope I can get through this. Because I really want to beat this tonight. If this is all we have to do, and it's just a battle of me having skill, and like, having the speed. This is what I want. Emily needs to join She's to have a bigger stride. I say that as someone who was a runner in high school and had a teeny weeny stride. Work on your stride, Emily. You'll cover more ground, I promise. Because we're literally running everywhere. I'm surprised Emily hasn't fallen down the stairs yet. Because of how many times we've like run into stuff on these stairs. Go, 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 go! Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go! This is what I want. I want to win. Live to win. Okay. Go, go, go. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get it. It's only 8 o'clock. Hopefully he doesn't find us. I hate that he comes out earlier and not when the lightning strikes. But it is what it is. It is what it is, and we'll get there. We got this. We got this. We got this. We just gotta run literally everywhere. Oop. Oop. Eventually I'll figure out that the whole method to that where I don't need to delete all of them. That's my big problem, is deleting all of those. Not that it really matters. We gotta stay here for 2, because now red is unsafe. However, we probably could have gone in blue. Oh, fuck. Okay, well. That wasn't very helpful. At all. No. No kidding, I don't look so good. Pete, you're not helpful. You haven't been helpful this entire time. Ugh. Pete is the literal worst. Alright, upstairs. I wonder if... I wonder if part of it is avoiding the homunculus and coming back up here to go down into the... to use the elevator to go... Huh. Interesting. gonna try that. Although I don't think time will be on my side this time. I don't think time will be on my side. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, Emily. Come on. Okay, now we go up to the thing. Go into the question blooges. Because he'll be out and about now. Oh, come on, open the door. This is the worst. Damn it. Haven't even hit 9 yet. Okay. Into the blue, 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 into the blue. Okay. We're gonna take a chance. No! See, there should be. It's like, otherwise, why would there be an elevator in here? But we're gonna continue to do this the hard way. So I am so very close. Come on, open the door. And I know probably some of you who have played the Homebody and have beaten it are just like, why are you not using this thing? This is so easy when you actually have this. Shut up. It probably is easier, but we here at Plasma Coin don't seem to enjoy easy or order, because we solved all of these puzzles out of order. And what should have probably been like a game maybe we played for a month, you know, maybe a few weeks, ended up, I I think a few months actually. Like we definitely took a good long time away from Undertale to play this game. Actually, yeah. Um, we started in October. We started in October, and so let's see, October, November, so December, January, February, March. 4 months. That's not that bad. Yeah, especially when you consider we haven't really put in too many hours into this game. At least doing anything really productive. Because we definitely have put hours into this game, but not, it's one of those ones where we're like, oh hey, yeah, like we were itching to beat it kind of thing, because there's a lot of things in this game that kind of make it special, and we do, Zero and I do like, and Tori too, we do like finding all of this stuff. Like the creators took the time to make this game, we're gonna find all of it. Even indirectly, because we all know how that went. Oop. This did more harm than good. Oh, what am I stuck in? Okay, so blue is safe. 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 And we gotta wait. Pass this one until yellow is safe. Was that the lightning strike? Okay, after this yellow will be safe. And then yellow's safe. Then red is safe next. Red. Then blue. Blue, 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 blue. Let's see. I don't know. Damn it. I should have waited. I should have waited. Okay, one more time. I am so sorry for me being real phlegmy and like peaking volume. I am sick as usual. But like the allergies, you can kind of tell from my voice. Allergies are kind of not fun right now. Okay. We're going to try it again. Patience is key. Damn it. Okay, well, we're going to do this one more time because clearly time was not on our side for this one. We're going to electrocute ourselves and start all over. Yeah, no. Time is not on our side for this one. Poop skis. Ah, look. Touch. Okay, now let's try again. The real run. Okay, alright. Damn it. Promise I'm going as fast as I can. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Like, it's gotta be you go down into the atrium or some stupid shit. Or, like, I don't... Or, like, you use the elevator. Like, there's no way. Game Grumps, why? Gary, get out of here. You up my time, Gary. No! We can do this. We can do this. Open the door. No. That may have saved me a little bit of time. Now that I kind of figured that out. But I'm not holding out hope for this last bit. Okay. Yep. All right. So unfortunately, we are going to have to do this again next week, which is good because in theory, next week will be our actual finale, and shut up, Pete. Yes, things are tough. And then we'll do an AVB, and then we'll do Homebody, or not Homebody, Undertale, and then I'll get my ass kicked there. But either way, thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry we didn't have an actual finale, but hopefully next week. And we will see you later, guys. Bye.
Hello! If you want more content like the one you were just watching, click over in this area. If you want more plasma coin shenanigans, definitely give us a follow and click over in here somewhere. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye!